Hello, today I want to share some information and beautiful insight that came in through channeling for one of my clients last week. Her name, we'll call her Jane, and she came to me to understand a few things. She wanted to understand the reasons for her experiences. She wanted to understand the reasons for her trauma, and also the reasons behind her addiction, which she has overcome. But she had some guilt about how her addiction had potentially harmed her now adult children. And what came through, I wanted to share, it's so beautiful. I'm a channel. I channel groups of cosmic beings that are here to help us on our human journey. It's always so supportive and beautiful. It's always profound, and it's never fear-based. It's always so illuminating when we can find out the reasons behind our experiences and challenges. And what our guides, her guides are here too, what they shared was that she actually is an evolved soul, which most of my clients are, evolved soul, and she agreed to come into a family to assist this family with overcoming trauma. And that her children, who are now adults, agreed and asked have soul contracts with her for her to experience some of the things that she did, which one of those things was addiction, in order to offer them the opportunity to make those choices for themselves. What came through is that it's not my client's job to ensure that her children don't struggle with those types of things or other things. It's up to each one of us to identify and determine how we want to react and how we want to create our life and how we want to live our life. And a lot of these things that she's experienced were to create the opportunities for other people around her to make choices that would align her to her highest good. She also shared with me that one of her children is struggling with a pretty severe health issue. And when I channeled into the reasons for that, they showed me that her child has struggled with her whole life with massive worry. And she confirmed that was true. But when I'm shown what they do is they'll connect me with the person, and they'll show me as if I'm that person. I can see what they're feeling, and it's just onslaught of information. It's like this telepathic dump that comes in. And they show me that her child has struggled with worry. And because of a lifetime of worry and not working on that and identifying the root of that and healing that, it's manifested in a health issue. They said she's absolutely able to heal herself, but she has to make the choice on whether or not she wants to do that. And which brings me to the next point of this session. This comes in all of the time. When our higher self has been trying to get our attention about something, whether it's to set boundaries, to leave a toxic situation, to learn something, if we aren't hearing it, whether for whatever reason is, if we're not paying attention and we're not making the shifts and changes that we're being guided to make, the two main laws that my guides reference a lot is the law of non-intervention. These are universal laws. The law of non-intervention and the law of free will. They can't make us make different choices, and we ask for that before we come. This is a free will realm. Okay, so when we come here, we have free will, and it's part of the learning process. You know, if we get the answers to the test, what are we learning? So to assist us within those laws, they will sometimes make things a little heated. They might kind of shut some doors for us, open some doors for us, and it's still our choice what we decide to do, but it will help. It's the agreements that we have with our team to help us help shine a light on maybe the best path to take if we are missing, making those decisions for ourselves. So when we are ignoring some of the signs, and I see this after years of people ignoring, staying in a relationship that's maybe abusive or toxic, or staying in a job too long that's toxic, when your higher self is trying to guide you out through turning up the heat in certain areas to help encourage you to make a different decision, if we ignore it, it manifests in our body as dis-ease. It could be a virus, it could be a skin issue, it could be a tumor, it could be cancer. So all of these things are things that the body creates that we can heal and we can overcome. But why heal and overcome when we can just learn to listen to our higher self's guidance and avoid getting in that position in the first place? So my client mentioned that she was very worried for her child who has a serious health condition coming up, which was confirmed that it was through years and years and years and years of chronic worrying and fear, like a general fear around life, a general fear of the unknown, a general fear of what's coming and not being able to control the future. I know a lot of people struggle with that. So if we're struggling with those things, you're going to see that stuff start to manifest in your body. But what they told my client, Jane, was that to release the worry, and that one of the things that she's here to do through her own challenges and trauma was to start living from a place of peace and joy, and start healing her own life to be a living witness for her child. And this comes in all the time as well. We are not here to force other people to make different decisions. We're not here, just like we can't make anyone wake up. They have to wake up on their own time, but we can be there for them when they do. She is not able to make her child listen to her about learning how to overcome the worry or heal all those things, but she can operate from a place of love and acceptance and be a living example on what that looks like when she does that in her own life. And that's one of the things she agreed to when she came with her soul contracts with her children. So what do you think about that? Would love to hear how it resonates. Drop your comments, and thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video.